So we have dueling boxing matches August 29th here in LA. I just want to give a correction. I spoke out of turn when I said that Mayorga and Mosley was on the same card as Santa Cruz and Mares in my when the fight was announced. But I just want to talk about Shane Mosley. Uh, as you guys know and hear, you guys can hear his speech patterns changing. Uh, from when he started up until now. You see a lot of pauses. You see his brain working, but his mouth isn't moving. And Shane Mosley is obviously already a Hall of Famer. He's began doing training fighters and stuff like that. And you've seen him work with Oscar De La Hoya some too on the promotional side. I think Shane Mosley needs to really consider just retiring. He's in phenomenal shape. So if you look at him, you would think that he would have be in great shape where he can just step into the ring with anyone. But in reality, I don't want to. He's going to beat Mayorga, obviously. Well, I would pick Mayorga. Hopefully, the betting odds in Vegas uh, is tight, so I can win some money on Mosley that night. But I just think that Mosley needs to retire. Uh, Maybe do some sparring here and there. I don't even think he should spar, but everyone know you. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. He did that. He did that All Access with Porter Broner. So as we know, he's still sparring and helping out fighters. But I think it's time. I think it's time for Shane Mosley to step in. But who's going to be the one to tell him? Because his son is fighting, and they're looking through the same. They're looking through the same window, wanting to be champion. So. Um, Man, someone needs to tell Shane Mosley enough is enough. I don't want to see Shane Mosley sounding like Terry Norris and or Riddick Bowe. Oh man. So I'll be covering this fight. So I'm actually going to have some questions for Shane Mosley. So probably I'll be getting the emails now, and so I'll be covering this fight leading up to the fight. They're going to do a huge PR push, I know, because they have great opposition with Mares and Santa Cruz. So uh, expect some stuff to come out. I'm actually going to go to the Mares Santa Cruz fight that night, um, so I won't be able to. I won't be there covering the fight, but pre-fight stuff I'll be covering it. But getting back to Mosley, I wish that his son, his fiance, I believe, or his girlfriend, um, should step in. Maybe his dad should step back in and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with him, and actually have like evidences where Shane Mosley can actually see someone create like a video of actually Shane Mosley's speech progression digressing. So that's all I have to say. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, but he's going to destroy Mayorga. Mayorga is, I mean, if he had no boxing pedigree in his 20s and 30s, how is he going to have it? I'm not sure how old he is, but probably in his late 30s, early 40s. How is he going to have a boxing pedigree and a discipline later on in his life if he didn't have it early on in his life? So he was more of a character. He never won really a big fight. So I expect Shane Mosley just to dissolve of him and move forward. But I hope Shane Mosley will consider retiring after this fight. He'll get a nice paycheck, but I wonder how many people are going to be at that fight because they have to pull from the Mares Santa Cruz fight, and East LA and Los Angeles, including myself, has been waiting on that Mares Santa Cruz fight for about 18 months now, to say the least. So um, somebody's going to have an empty stadium, and I don't believe it's going to be the Staples Center. I think it'll be Mosley and Mayorga. I think they'll probably have to give away tickets for that fight just to fill in the bottom row so it doesn't look bad on TV. But Barbershop Conversations, I appreciate you guys. I hope Shane Mosley retires, but by the sound of the interview, I saw on ES News, I just saw it, which inspired the video. He's looking for all the guys that beat him, with the exception of Bernard Forrest. We all know his story. So on to the next one. Appreciate you guys. Barbershop Conversations, and I appreciate you guys' support thus far.